With Cars on the Road only about 5 months away, we're going to be getting more and more reveals, including a full-on trailer, more concept art, more images, and just more information in general to speculate on, and of course, predict what's going to happen in this episodic series coming to Disney+. You guys know how excited I am for this series. It really brings me back to the Cars 3 days when we were speculating on all those trailers, all those pictures and merchandise leaks that led up to the movie, and I really just can't wrap my head around that's already been 5 years. But honestly, I'm super grateful that Pixar and Disney, they're already doing another Cars content, another big Cars event, and it's literally only been 5 years. That's really not too bad. And so today we're going to dive into the Dinosaur theme park episode that we know is coming to the show, and I'll explain why it's a theme park and no time travel is involved, unlike some previous theories that surfaced. But yeah, I will explain that. And also we have this beautiful new rendering done by Ayushman Jaswal of that concept art that we got during the Disney Plus Day back in November of 2021. As you can see here, he did an amazing job. Like, if this was Pixar's work, I would not bat an eye. Like, this looks fantastic, and you guys already know his work from the Road Warriors video and scene that we did a whole breakdown of a few months ago, and I'll leave that link in the description below, and Card Session pop-up, along with a link to his Instagram account so you can check out his other work, because clearly he does great stuff. And so we're going to dive in right now by starting with why we know that this scene here doesn't involve any Back to the Future magic or anything like that. This is simply going to like the Jurassic World Park in Florida or something like that. But basically on ShymanandSchuster.com, which is some sort of book retailer, I had never heard of it up until this point when we talked about it for the Salt Flats video, but this is the description for a magnetic book board that reveals quite a bit of cool stuff. So pack your bags and go on the road trip of a lifetime with Lightning McQueen and Mater. Follow along as they find trouble and adventure in a dinosaur theme park. Search for Bigfoot in the woods, visit the circus, and race on the Salt Flats in this fun, interactive board book with 10 magnetic pages and 8 included magnets to help bring the story to life. This book is full of engine revving fun. So that last sentence is pretty irrelevant there, but it reveals like those 4 main scenes. You know, you have the dinosaur, Bigfoot, circus, and Salt Flat scenes. We did not know of a circus one really up until this point, and then there was also another merchandise reveal that corroborated this circus scene. And so we're going to talk about the circus, we're going to talk about Bigfoot in other videos. I already did the Salt Flats one, which I will leave a link to as well in the description and card suggestion. I know a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, you guys gotta keep track of all these reveals because there are going to be a lot of them as we near closer to the release of the show. But yeah, of course, today we're going to focus on the dinosaur theme park, and obviously this is why we know it's a theme park. But yeah, a lot of people did think that Mater McQueen would be time traveling due to all of the eras that we saw in the concept art. I mean, obviously the Bigfoot one could indeed be present day, but the dinosaur one, obviously prehistoric times. The Road Warriors one looked more like futuristic times, you know, during an apocalypse or something like that. But we already talked about that, and now we don't know where that comes into play, but that could be the Salt Flat scene that they're referring to in the description here. It could be that on the Salt Flats, there's a bunch of gangs that control territory or something like that. But then again, like, it's not like they have guns or anything. So that's really another big mystery, I guess. That's really the biggest mystery outstanding at the moment. But anyways, I'm just going to go through some of my thoughts on this dinosaur theme park here. It's clearly going to be one of the first few episodes, and we know that their road trip is going to start from Radiator Springs and move east. And so I looked up real life dinosaur theme parks in the United States, and obviously there's a ton, right? But there's none that really stand out. Like, obviously you think, like, someone asks you, like, what's like the most popular amusement park in the United States, and you're going to say Disneyland or Disney World, right? Well, if someone asks you what's the most popular dinosaur park in the United States, I don't think anyone would really have an answer to that. So I don't think that Disney and Pixar, I don't think they're going to be replicating a real life park like they're doing with the Bonneville Salt Flats. Like, that's a real life place, and we know that they're directly taking that and putting it in the show. I don't think they're doing that with this. I feel like the biggest one, the most well-known name, is in Glen Rose, Texas, but I just don't think that's direction they're going to go. I think this is going to be just like a random dinosaur theme park they come across, in like Colorado or Arizona or something like that. One of those first few states that they hit, as they move east, like I said. Now, getting to the dinosaurs here, I think they look amazing. They look great in the concept art. Ayushman did a fantastic job animating them. Like, I just love how the big gray one over on the right looks. It's kind of like an orangish gray. I love how they put a wheel on the end of the tail, so it's like an actual toy dinosaur that's supposed to roll. I just absolutely love that detail, and I cannot wait to see how this plays out in the show, along with the volcano that's erupting in the background. I just feel like that's going to look so cool animated. Now, granted, is it going to be like the true animation, or is it going to be like a more cartoonish animation, because they are in the theme park, so it's like animation within an animation, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how realistic these other things will be to like the Cars world, but we will see. And again, if you guys don't know, a lot of volcanoes erupted in prehistoric times. You could do some quick Google researches on that, but I don't think it's supposed to have any like real life connections. Like, they're just taking a very stereotypical, archetypal scene out of prehistoric times, dinosaurs, volcanoes, palm trees, stuff like that, and putting it in the Cars world, in addition to making Mater and McQueen look like cavemen, the cartoonish interpretation of them. Now, granted, cavemen probably didn't exactly look like this, and it's kind of, I guess, insulting, or I don't know, a little bit disrespectful to call them cavemen. We really should just be calling them like men of prehistoric times or whatnot. But I did want to point out some of these features that the cartoon interpretation or depictions of caveman share with Mater McQueen here. You have like the beard scruff on their bumpers, which I think that's such a fun little addition. Like, we don't ever see beards. Like, we don't see any facial hair, like bumper hair in the Cars world. So I think that's really cool. I think that's the first time we've ever really seen it. We've seen hair before, with like Professor Z or something like that. But this is, bringing it to a whole new level. So I really do like that. You have the jagged teeth a little bit. Obviously Mater always kind of had that, but it looks like McQueen has it a little bit too. They have the elongated foreheads, feathery spoiler on Lightning McQueen there. It kind of looks like almost like one of the scales off of a dinosaur, like a Stegosaurus. Maybe that's the one. I'm not a big expert on dinosaurs, but his spoiler definitely looks a little bit altered. And then you have like a larger primitive hook on Mater there. It's not as sharp, and it's quite a bit large. Like, it literally was just cut out of a rock. And then you have the spikes on the wheels as well. So yeah, really cool. And then Ayushman did a great job, paralleling that in his animation. I think I want to say his sky looks just gorgeous. He couldn't have done a better job with that. But anyways, yeah. Really interesting how they are doing Mater McQueen here, because since we know it's a theme park, are they cosplaying, right? Like, are they getting into a costume when they go into the theme park here? Or is this something that they just did up for the concept art, like something fun? Like, oh yeah, hey, intern, can you please like create a little concept art, toss some dinosaurs in there, make Mater McQueen look like cavemen or something like that. I don't know. Like, maybe, I don't know. I just don't see how this is going to fit into the theme park. They sure enough could be putting costumes on. I wouldn't doubt it, because then you can make more toys. A caveman Mater McQueen diecast and other toys, oh my god, those would sell out of your mind. Jesus in the morning. Yeah, okay, never mind. They're definitely appearing in the series like that because of the unlimited merchandise potential. But yeah, I just don't know how they fit in. I guess maybe there's like a projection that animates onto them. That's some pretty high-tech amusement park, though. But yeah, I'm assuming it's some sort of costume, But yeah, that's kind of it for my thoughts. I just don't really know how it's going to fit into the series. It just seems like there's so many different things going on. I really hope they meld it all together. Like, we obviously know they're going like from stop to stop to stop. And so I just hope that they're able to kind of intertwine them and make it a thorough, coherent story with some constant like storyline, some constant underlying goal that they're trying to achieve. Like, maybe they're trying to do like some research. I don't know. That's a really lame one, but like maybe McQueen is trying to just kind of see the world. I don't know. McQueen's been so focused on racing. Mater's never gone out of Radiator Springs, and they just want to see stuff, and they're just going from place to place to place, hitting up all the big spots. I really don't know, but I just hope there's a coherent story to all these just very I think the word is homogenous. Like everything is just so different, right? And so hopefully they can master that and execute it well. And I'm sure they will. Like I have confidence that they will. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this video. And again, big shout out to Ayushman Jaswal for letting me use his animated rendering because it is absolutely gorgeous. I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye now.